So today's day 13, and I didn't go to work today. It's a combination of, I've been dealing with depression since I started high school, essentially. Maybe even before that. My grandmother, who's 96, she told me once that when I was 4, I said to her that I wish I'd never been born. And I don't recall this. Maybe I was being dramatic. Um, So today I had a hard task in the morning when I realized that I couldn't face work. Um, there was a choice to lie and say I was sick or to tell the truth, and I'm not proud to say that I opted for a half truth, which in my mind it was the truth implying a lie. I told them, I sent an email because it was very early, it wasn't the time to call. I sent an email saying that I was not feeling well, which was true, and that I was dealing with women's issues, which TMI, but is also true. But I also said that I spent the night with extreme pain, which I did spend most of my night with extreme pain, but it wasn't my pain, and that's where the lie was implied. I said I spent the night with extreme pain, and it was very painful for my client to get tattooed, and I was with someone in pain, so I lied, and I don't feel very good about it, but it sort of brought into focus my work, and we try our best to shine a light on mental illness and mental health in general, but there's still this block where people who work where I do, especially men, and I feel so bad for them, but there's this fear of appearing weak, and there's a fear of being treated with this like you're a delicate object. It's tough to say because sometimes you just need a mental health day, and that's the truth. But I feel like telling an employer I need a mental health day is unacceptable in certain fields. you know, uh, Man, I don't do anything important, so it's not like I'm gonna be missed. But I think to myself, if I'm in this situation, then obviously then there's a lot of people who are as well. And you take a mental health day here and there, and you actually need it, but the your employer needs you to be productive. So eventually you end up losing your employment. And I think that mental health is something that's very finicky, and I go back and forth. It's up and down. It's a complete roller coaster, and I wake up in the morning and I don't know what version of myself I'm going to get, and I have to just sort of like slap on a face and face the world. And some days it comes naturally to be happy, to be um, engaged with the world in a positive way. And other days, it's so hard that I just want to close the curtains and all the lights and just be alone in silence. And I know that that's a problem. And obviously, I've been taking steps to deal with it. But it's not something that just gets cured with a pill or with talking to someone. It's something that you have to deal with throughout your entire life if you're if you're dealing with chronic depression. And I have my moments. I do have good bouts. I have good stretches, and then I have bad ones. And I've had less bad ones since I stopped drinking. But it's a tough one, especially since I'm sort of facing this existential crisis with regards to my skill set and my work having nothing to do with one another. And I'm just here trying to make it work. And I didn't tell the truth today, and I feel like I did it out of self-preservation, so I don't have to deal with people treating me like I'm made of glass, or I don't know. I don't want people to treat me like I can't do things, because when I'm on, I'm on. I know that I can work, and I know that I can work well. But sometimes putting on the face is just like the mask doesn't fit one day, and you try your best. Like I got up this morning at the right time. I took out the dog, I fed him, I got dressed, and I just stared at myself in the mirror for a while, and I just could not bring myself to get outside. I just couldn't. I mean, like, I couldn't bring myself to sit on that bus and get to work and have to exchange pleasantries and do the small talk. And it takes so much energy to be what people need me to be every day, that some days I just crap out, and I can't do it. I can't be what they want me to be, so I just extract myself from the situation. And that's a big problem. I know that it is. But for my lie this morning, I'm gonna say a couple of rosaries. I don't think it'll make me feel any less rotten, but I know that the reason I did it was for my sanity and for my well-being. So I can't hurt myself with more guilt when I'm already not up to snuff. Yeah, so that's basically where I'm at, day 13. I decided to do it early because I know exactly what I wanted to talk about, and I'm already home. So yeah, that's it. I mean, I obviously I had good moments today. I mean, I'm glad that I stayed home, in the sense that I just got this cool sweater delivered, which it's probably backwards in the video because, I have to use the laptop computer thingy. But I'm pretty stoked about this sweater, and it's super comfy. It's like one of those sweaters that you steal from an ex-boyfriend. Yeah, I've never actually stolen from an ex-boyfriend. I've stolen from friends, and they never asked for the sweater back, so I don't feel so bad. But if they did, I would give it back. Yeah. So that's pretty much that. I'm going to try to say a few prayers. I'm going to try to stay off Twitter. I'm going to try to do a couple of drawings, and I'm going to rest because I need to rest my mind. And that's it. So, day 13 of the 40 Days of Truth, and my first big whopper of a lie, and it does not feel good, and I'm going to ask for forgiveness. Anyway, have a good day.